What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. My name is Craig, and we are going to be going over the Bitcoin charts. Now, as you guys know, I have been bearish since the first top at 65, looking for an ABC correction, which we got, which happened to be a stop hunt to go higher. I do believe we are in a bear market. I do believe we have much further down to go. I do want you guys to be warned. If you are bullish, you can find the bullish case scenario on literally any other channel. Anyways, we're here to take a look at the charts for what they're really telling us, for what I'm seeing. And by the way, this is all my opinion. You are free to make up your own mind. So anyways, let's take a look at what's going on. Guys, if you would, let's do a little experiment. Even if you never have went down and smashed that thumbs up button, take a second out, do that. Make sure you leave a comment after the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's take a look at the weekly. So the weekly, we are currently below our 55 EMA again, which also lines up with our weekly trend line, which we are below. The weekly close will be interesting. I do believe we will be below this and will remain below this. We'll see what happens. As you guys know, a break of this bottom trend line around the 35,000 range, I do think will be confirmation that we're heading down towards the lower to mid $20,000 range. We've had that target for a very long time. I want to remind you guys, we are going to be doing a trading competition when I get back from vacation. I will be going on vacation for about a week. I will do some live streams or at least some videos during that time while I'm there for you guys. So make sure your notification bells are on. All right. We're going to be doing the trading competition on Prime XBT. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. I do have a link down below. You can use my link along with my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you a $7,000 bonus. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. You can trade for absolutely free in the contest area to get used to the platform. I suggest if you're going to be in the trade competition, we will be giving away some NFTs. If you are going to be in it, practice on the contest in the contest section before it begins. That way you learn the platform. So let's get into it. It's going to be a quick update. As you guys know, this is my daily 5 waves down, 3 waves up for a correction pattern. Then we are in a bear flag as of right now. In my opinion, we did get rejected on the daily at the 55 EMA here at 42,250. We talked about this trend line up here, possibility of coming up to retest this area. That would line up with the 200 EMA. I do believe that would be the highest we go. If we get up to that range, would be a good area to short. We're also going to talk about some other things. The Dow did get a little pump out of this channel here. The DXY, I do believe when the DXY breaks this 101 will be a great opportunity to short Bitcoin. I'll explain. Down here when we broke this bull flag, as you guys know, this was our target for that. Once we break this, our next target's this 102. That's not to say we can't come all the way back down here, get another little pump on Bitcoin, a drop on the DXY. But as you can see here, we are making some hidden bullish divergence. Lower lows here, higher lows here. That is a continuation of the trend. The trend is up. But as you can see right here on April 5th, we broke out on the DXY. We broke out of this bull flag right here. And if we go over to April 5th, where was that? That was right here. Bitcoin started this dump here. That was from 47.2 all the way down to 38.5. So when we break that for the DXY, do expect us to be having a huge dump at that point. Now, the major dump we're going to look at in the 4 hour. But before we do that, let's take a look at our possibilities here. So I had talked about if we do break this 44.2, get support on it, chances are we could come back up to test this area around the 49.5 range. If that happens and we break above that, then I would get bullish up to the 61. That would be the measured move of the breakout of this channel, right? But what I think is more plausible is that we break this 37,000 range, breaking the bottom of this channel. The measured move of that is again, the lower to mid $20,000 range. We have had this target since way back here in November before this even broke. We were watching this 51,000 area. If that was to break, that was my target. As you can see, once we broke it, we never got back up to that range. We retested it one more time before continuing down. The other thing that suggests that we could possibly see that push up to this 44,000 range is right here on the RSI. You can see we fell out of the broadening wedge here. The measured move to that is way down to this red line here. Is around 10 on the RSI. As you can see, every time we've hit that has been a pretty significant bottom. That was a capitulation, as you can see here, and almost got back down to it here. As you can see here, capitulation. That's the reason I'm remaining bearish on the macro picture, guys. Let's take a look at the 4 hour now, and then we'll take a quick look at Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP. See how those charts are playing out. But as you guys know, there is no real trade in here for the swing traders. If you want to day trade, there's lots of opportunity to day trade. As you guys know, I like to swing trade more. But as of right now, we got rejected on the 4 hour at the 200 EMA, which also was a high volume node here. Seem to be breaking back below the EMAs now. You guys know that I do believe right here will be a great short opportunity. A lot of people say, why don't you short up here? Well, we are in the middle of the move. I myself, as you guys know, have been short since 48. I took half my profits at 44.5. And I let the rest ride. We are in huge profit right now. So really, until we break this 37, that is a great short opportunity. Hit up to this 43,000, which is the center of this channel. Hit up to this area, get support on the top. You may long that to about that 44 that we looked at on the daily for the daily resistance, right? If it breaks that, then we can look for the top of this. I would be looking closely at this, a break of this and support, then we go bullish. A major rejection, if we even get up to this area, which right now I think is pretty unlikely. But if we did, I would expect a rejection here. Yeah, guys, anything below this 43 is still bearish, in my opinion. Everybody's talking about this huge pump. But if you look at the daily, zoom in, right there's that huge pump. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. So anyways, still looking for this bottom here to break, which I do believe is going to happen sometime in the coming weeks, possibly days. Just be cautious. Be careful, guys. Don't be FOMOing into anything. You have plenty of time. Plenty of time. It's not going to shoot up in one big candle and go to $100,000. It's not going to shoot down in one big candle and go to $6,000. But these are my targets. If this 24 area does not hold, then I do expect to probably at least get some bounces here for maybe months and months before breaking to capitulation, but we'll see what happens. Regardless, as of right now, nothing really bullish right now. As you can see here, you can see how long the RSI took to get all the way down here to the bottom. And then look at how quick this little move moved the RSI big time. That is the RSI resetting for more downside, in my opinion. And for the big picture, as you guys know, my Amazon to Bitcoin comparison chart, I do believe this is the worst case scenario. And it is definitely a possibility, whether you want to believe it or not, that Bitcoin could come down to around that 3,500, 3,700 range. That would be a almost perfect picture of this Amazon.com bubble. Now, in the .com bubble, there were lots of .com scams. They got washed out in this whole process here. We have a lot of crypto scams. They need to get washed out. That is backing up my theory of why I believe this will happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen or it has to happen. It's my theory, and I'm telling you why. And if you recall back here, well, most of you can't recall it, but if you can just picture back here, every time that it pumped, everyone got extremely bullish again just to get a lower low. And then it pumped again, then they got extremely bullish again just to get a lower low all the way down. I expect to be seeing the same thing in Bitcoin all the way down in this bear market. It could get very ugly and very scary for those that don't understand markets. But if you stick around, you'll understand markets a lot better. Ethereum, same thing. We are back below the center of the channel here. You guys know I'm looking for the 2570. If that is to break, my next target's 19, then 15, then 6 to 700, possibly much lower. If this was to play out, the bottom of this, guys, everyone expects a $3,000 Bitcoin in a couple days. This took almost, I forget what it was, almost 2 years, but that would put the bottom of Bitcoin's bear market around the middle to end of 2023. We'll see how that plays out. So if that was to happen, Ethereum could go much lower than that, actually. And Litecoin, you guys know, ever since we broke this rising broadening wedge, my Litecoin target has been around 24. Could go much lower, but I do believe we get to these levels at least. XRP, you guys know, looking for 17 cents to 28 cents. And if it is a long-term bear market, much lower. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Do not forget to smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to sign up for Prime XBT using my link there to get you ready for when we have the trading competition. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks.